Hi, so I'm Arborelia. I'm going to be running Giraffe and Annika. I'm joined here by my commentator Saberamesia and by our host Spoonee.
Hello, everyone.
All right, are we ready? Should we just jump into things? Are we ready for some cat girl? All right.
Cat girl,
Oh,
cat girl.
okay.
Girl.
So this game has some fun and poignant cutscenes, and we're going to be skipping all of them, sadly. What was that? That's the start of the run, yep. So, we wake up in this mysterious world by a mysterious house, and so we just need to break into it. We are encouraged to break into it by the game text. Oh, I'm stuck under the roof.
But yes, we're going to commit some burglary here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wow, what a nice house. What a nice purse.
And now we have an inventory. Have you ever stolen an inventory from somebody's house? I haven't. But this cat girl has.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is Giraffe and Annika. This is, a 3D Explorathon, and you could ask, did the world need another 3D Explorathon? And the answer is yes, because this one is absolutely adorable. And a lot of fun to play. So, hey, it's time for a glitch. I play a lot of Link to the Past Rando, and so I know that the way you do glitches is by doing something else at the same moment you go through a door. And that's what I've just done, and so now the game is like a little confused about whether I'm inside or outside, and they're all like in the same world, like the inside of a house and the outside of a house are in the same world, but it loads different objects when you're inside and when you're outside. For example, it's forgotten to load the barrier that's supposed to keep me from going directly to the first dungeon.
Oops. We've all forgotten that once in a while, haven't we? The way that it was explained to me is that when you're inside a house, you can see the outside, but it's a minimal version of the outside because you're not supposed to actually be there. But it still has all its loading zones.
Yep. Yep. So this is the first dungeon, the Haunted Woods, and we don't really have any abilities yet. So the thing we need to do in this dungeon is pretty much go in the right direction and don't get hecked up by ghosts.
Ghosts always hecking you up with their ghostiness. What is it exactly that they do at you in this dungeon?
They ram into you with their face.
Okay. This is not like ectoplasm spitting ghosts. I forgot.
Not yet.
Yeah, we get lots of
God, I am being rammed by ghosts. I am stuck between two ghosts. I hate it when that happens. Let me heal.
But yeah, later in the run there will be ghosts that spit stuff or throw tornadoes. These ones are just cuddly. They want a hug.
Yep. I had a cat who would ram me with his face when he wanted attention.
How much damage did it do?
Not a lot.
That seems to be a popular way for cats to show love, so I'm surprised that Annika doesn't have a headbutt attack.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So we just gotta make sure to dodge a couple more ghosts, and then we'll get to that fancy house at the end of the dungeon. So yeah, this game has an overworld that you can explore a lot of things in, and then 5 areas that are these kind of self-contained dungeons. And the dungeons are where you get abilities. And if I hadn't skipped the first part of the plot, we would have met a fox boy named Giraffe, who seems to just know everything about this world and knows what Annika should do. And he knows that what Annika should do is go into the Haunted Woods and get the green star fragment. So I see something shiny and green up there.
Ooh, spooky! This is a good October game because there's a Haunted Woods and an eerie green crystal.
And in this cutscene I'm skipping, suddenly we are confronted by a very cute witch who does not want us to just take the green star fragment. And now we've got to fight. And by fight, I mean we've got to have a dance-off. Because the boss battles in this game are a rhythm game. And you've seen a few rhythm games in this marathon, and this is not going to be one of the harder ones of them, even though I'm playing on hard mode.
What a cute witch.
Why am I not getting grades? What am I off by? What's wrong with my timing? There we go. Okay, that's better.
I feel like rhythm games are always like that for me. Like, I'm pretty sure I was right on beat. What is wrong? Do I need to recalibrate my PlayStation again? I also feel like there should be a mod of this game where the witch is Hatsune Miku.
If I can't figure out by the end of the game why I'm getting mostly goods instead of mostly greats, that's like actually going to be a problem for the last fight.
I'm sure that you'll figure it out. So one thing to note about this is that there's nothing particular about getting goods and greats that changes how much damage you're doing to the boss, if I remember correctly. It's just a function of time. But what you get in the rhythm game determines how much damage you take or help you recover.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And ideally in the speedrun, you miss like as many things as possible while still surviving, because it takes less time to count up your score that way. I don't want to do it that way. I want to try my best, but my best was not very good, and I really wonder what's off about my timing there. But anyway, that was the Haunted Forest. And we get, at the end of every dungeon, there are some cutscenes. Here's Giraffe, by the way. We're supposed to have met him before. Now he's coming to check on Annika, who seems so exhausted by completing a dungeon that she's just collapsed on the stone here.
Yes, in fact, ears are cute. Never met anything with no ears that I thought was cute. That's actually not true. Sorry, I'm reading chat.
Anyway, Annika has obtained the ability to jump. Also, this cutscene has an interesting feature where you can move in the next scene during this cutscene. It just they don't stop you from moving. And I should be able to walk right up to... Oh, I went in the wrong direction. Okay. I was supposed to be able to go right up to Lisa's house, where I need to do the door glitch again. But first I need to go inside, because it's still a little confused whether I'm inside or outside. Okay. Door glitch again.
In case you missed it, she walked in the house, and that took her outside. And then she did the door glitch again, so now she's inside. This is Lisa's house, by the way, a big sprawling field and river and...
Yeah, so one of the things that the game has not loaded, because it thinks we're supposed to be inside, is all of the water, including the entire ocean. So this is really convenient, because there's supposed to be a bunch of stuff we have to do before we can get to the second dungeon, the ocean dungeon. We're supposed to go meet the rabbit family and find out that one of the rabbit children is missing, and gather the other rabbit children and get the rabbit mom to give us some carrots that we can use to bribe a turtle to carry us across the ocean. But now we can just run across the bottom of the ocean.
In addition to the
fish.
ocean not loading, all of the death planes aren't there,
Yep.
which is important.
Yep, there's supposed to be a big fancy dungeon entrance here. Anyway.
Walk into the air, enter a dungeon. This is the nature of Lisa's house.
Mm-hmm. So this is the ocean dungeon. This is not supposed to be the hardest dungeon, but this is where I can lose the most time because I need to do some shenanigans that involve almost drowning a lot. The problem with almost drowning is it's very close to actually drowning.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, like Annika will gain a swimming ability from finishing this dungeon, and there's things they want you to come back to with a swimming ability. And before you have the swimming, oh no, I don't think this is going to work out for me. Before you have the swimming ability, you need to ride around slowly on boats to get places, and the puzzle is figuring out like where the boats go and how to set them up so the right boats are in the right places. Yeah, I didn't get a good enough leap off the boat. So what I'm doing here is I am trying to get a big leap off of the boat before I'm in the water. There we go. And then I'm trying to splash as much as possible because while I'm splashing, I actually move a tiny bit faster. And that gives me just enough time to get to this dock over here. There we go. Before drowning.
Now, you have like 1 HP left, so...
Yeah, and it's going to be convenient to have 1 HP in a moment, assuming that I don't, die.
Yeah, we're coming up on the ghosts that shoot, I guess, water bubbles. I like to think of it as ectoplasm at you. And so Elia is going to try really hard not to get gooped as she runs to the next section. Now, if all goes as intended and she doesn't get gooped, that... Are you in the clear now? It looks like you're...
Yes, I'm in the clear. And so we were sent here to find the missing rabbit child. Here's Benjamin.
Benjamin wants crab.
Mm-hmm. Also, Benjamin found a wheel, and that's what we need to get to the next part. And then I can use that 1 HP to just death warp. Here's another hard swimming part.
Yes, the classic fatal falling on a tiny stone in a tower.
Hey.
Nicely done.
Just gonna eat an entire pumpkin to celebrate that.
The pumpkin is delicious and also nutritious.
Yeah, I've got another pumpkin stashed away in my purse here.
So this time we're actually gonna ride the boat.
Yeah. We don't have to go far. Gets me where I'm going.
So one thing that's kind of interesting about the swimming in this game is that you don't have an oxygen meter or anything like that. You just have your health bar, and it goes down while you're swimming.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is, I guess, appropriate for a cat.
Yeah. So this is intentional. I am just hugging this island while dying underwater, and it respawns me on top of the island, which is where the big boat I needed to get to was.
And now you stick the wheel in the boat, and like magic, the boat begins to sail.
Yep.
This is how boats work.
Uh-huh. Yep, there's a long expanse of water to cross here, so no way I was going to be able to swim across this, but I can just hang out in the bow of the boat here. Ghosts can't hurt me here.
I'm thinking about the Lonely Island song now, and a verse about ghosts not being able to hurt you on a boat. I'm not gonna sing it.
Sailing. Would this be a good opportunity to read a quick donation?
It would.
We actually do have one donation from FusoWaysDR09. It's a $5 donation. It just says nudge nudge, which I'm personally imagining is the sound that the cat's making as it nudges you with its head for love, right?
Uh-huh. Okay, I need to get out of the water. Okay, there we go.
Thank you so much for that donation.
Thank you. Sometimes getting out of the water is the hardest thing to do. You need to be moving upward and you need to do that splash thing. and you need to be right next to a surface you can get out of the water onto. So we've got more ghost ectoplasm stuff going on here. If I were really bold, I could skip this entire section by like swimming across the water, but it's really hard, especially with all the ghosts around. But alright, did I get my companion cube? I did. Very useful to have this cube here to protect me a little bit. Oh, didn't protect me that well.
Don't forget to incinerate your companion cube after you're done with it.
Do I have to?
Well, I'm not gonna make you, but
Cool.
you had one job, cube.
Oh. I'm glad I had some extra health there. So we're just getting towards the end of the dungeon. There's just one more swimming section. And one thing I need to do is try to calibrate how much health I'm going to end up with, because after this dungeon, I want a death warp. So up here, I want to heal not quite to full, but to enough to do the swimming part. That should do it.
All right. That headlong dive was adorable. Ooh, nice health.
Uh-huh. So what's going to happen is that when I leave this dungeon, okay, I don't get the kind of cutscene like I did last time where the game lets me actually move during the cutscene, but the game is going to be confused about where I came from because of the weird state I was in when I entered the dungeon, and it's just going to put me back in the default location in front of Lisa's house. But if I die, then I go to where I was supposed to be, and so that's a way to save time.
Speaking of time, it's time for crab.
It is time for crab. Found this blue star fragment. Just looking around before we Indiana Jones it. But we are stopped by the same woman we saw before as a witch, except now she's in a beach outfit, and she's got a giant crab backing her up.
It's supposed to be a mermaid, but she's actually just beachy.
Yep.
I don't mind. Cute outfit.
Hey, I figured out my rhythm.
Nice. Yeah, so this is pretty much the same as the previous battle. Lots of wobbling back and forth, trying not to get hit by purple angry things.
Yep. Yeah, I think the purple angry things are new. Forget if they had them in the first battle.
I think the first battle had like blue sparky things.
Okay, yeah.
The like appearance of the things that you want to dodge changes, but
Got it. Yeah, so they're basically the same.
but over here we've got Lily, the mermaid, just dancing around.
Yep. One thing I really appreciate throughout this game is the attention to choreography.
It's true. She's not just like repeating stock animations. She's like actually doing a dance. I find the rhythm parts mesmerizing. Not least of which because the crab is also dancing.
And they're really fun music.
Look at that crab spin. Oh no. crab friend is tired. Take a good nap, crab friend. You did good work.
Alright. Well, that battle went a lot better.
Splash!
Yeah. If we've got donations, these post-dungeon cutscenes are a good time for them.
Oh, sure. I'd actually love to take a moment just to remind everybody that we are currently raising money for Take This, which is a mental health nonprofit, and their main mission is to inform the gaming community about mental health issues, provide education on different disorders and prevention techniques, and reduce the overall stigma around mental illness. If you would like to make a donation, you can find that link by typing !donation. We've also got lots of fun incentives. One of them's actually closing soon. It will be for Hello Kitty Cruiser's character selection. You can choose who you want the runner to play as: Cinnamon Roll, Purin, My Melody, Kurumi, or Hello Kitty.
Alright, so I'm just getting in the water to take an intentional death there and make a very unreasonably cute drowning noise, and that spawns you right next to Giraffe. Which is good because Giraffe's who I needed to talk to. And the ability that Annika got, as mentioned very briefly by that text box, was the ability to stay in the water for longer.
It's not infinite swimming, but it is a heck of a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we have reunited the rabbit family. We get to have dinner. We get to take their blue key, which gets us to more areas of the island. We get to have another cutscene, but we're skipping it. Wow,
Hey,
there's just
video.
one more star fragment left.
What? Only one? It's very video game logic that a blue key would open a blue door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, generally speaking, the colors of my keys and my doors are not very connected to one another.
Yeah, that's true. Also, something you might have noticed coming out of that door in the morning. So this whole overworld has a day-night cycle, and that is supposed to matter in a lot of cases. Like, you can only enter certain dungeons during the day or certain dungeons at night. I'm doing a lot of things that kind of defeat the point of the day-night cycle, but it's kind of a neat thing while exploring the world. Nope, I wasn't standing in the right place. So I've got to get Giraffe up the hill to this artist's workshop. We've got to meet a sculpture artist because the door to the next dungeon is blocked by a lot of rock. And sculpture artists are, in fact, known for their ability to remove rock.
True.
Except we're actually not going to do any of the things that the artist wants us to do, and we're not going to use his ability to remove rock. We only need to be here for two things. We need his camera, and we need his door to do a glitch in.
Pray tell, why do we need his camera?
Yeah, there is a thing later, and it's a plot event that we can't skip, where we need to use the camera to take a picture of a certain pattern that we're going to use to get a new dress made. We're supposed to be using the camera to go take pictures of these statues around the island to give Hilfred, the sculpture artist, inspiration, but I think he'll be fine.
He seems pretty inspired already.
Well, that's not going to do it. That didn't do it either. That's not it. There we go. Alright, once again, we are in that indoor-outdoor state.
It's true, Spoonee. Every character in this game is terminally cute.
I'm just sitting here in awe of how cute this entire game is.
Uh-huh. So there was supposed to be like a red gate there that we needed to use the red key to open. Wait, no, that was still a blue gate. Anyway, here's the next dungeon. The mountain's just hollow.
I've been to Hollow Mountain. It's very pretty. Doesn't have much substance, though. So here's our obligatory lava dungeon.
Yep. And it's got obligatory minecarts.
It's true, we can ride this minecart by ourselves.
Yep.
But that's not true of every minecart in the game.
Yep. So now, ectoplasm didn't work, so the ghosts are trying to set us on fire.
Like you do.
But in this part, for a tiny boost, I can bounce on the ghost's head. It gets a little bit of revenge, but it's fine.
Now you can see just how much of an improvement in swimming Annika has made. By this point, she would be near death or already have drowned in a pool of water that large without the blue crystal.
Yep. Yep. In one of the categories, you actually need to be here without the swimming ability. And so the bouncing on the ghost is pretty much required to be able to survive it. Oop, where am I going?
So this cart requires 2 people, so we're going to have to go and get a partner to ride in the cart with us.
Yep. That is the infallible word of the Cart Lovers Committee.
You can't disobey them. And so our friend... Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
Oh, our friend Bucky, who we just met, is going to come with us and ride in this cart. And that's fortunate for 2 reasons. One, he's a Bucky O'Hare reference, which is always lucky. And 2, he has a gun.
Yep.
Just like, look at that rifle.
Yeah. And frankly, I don't know how the Cart Lovers Committee exactly expected anybody not heavily armed to ride this cart, because it's a little hazardous. But fortunately, we can explode very large boulders just by shooting them once with this musket-loading gun.
Rifles are more powerful than I realized.
Also very effective against ghosts.
Well, it sounds like Mr. O'Hare has a silver bullet for your problems. Wait, that's werewolves.
I was gonna say, bustin' makes me feel good.
What the heck kind of bullet kills ghosts?
I don't know. Oof, oof, ow. That's okay, I gotta heal. Just need to survive this part.
That was too many boulders. So more minecarts that require 2 people. Unfortunately, Mr. O'Hare was following us. I don't think we specifically asked him to, but... we need him anyway, so even if it's kind of creepy.
Yep. So I'm fine with getting hit by that ghost's flame, and I want to get hit by exactly one more ghost. Because once again I'm doing the death warp thing after this dungeon.
The ghost makes you toast. Not like he makes toast for you. He makes you toast. Well, I guess because you're taking the hit intentionally, he's sort of making toast for you. But out of you. It's very confusing.
So we're at the end of the dungeon. Who do you think we're going to find at the end of this dungeon?
Smaug!
I think we're going to find a cute girl who wants to fight us.
I hope you're right, because... your version sounds way better than mine, so...
So yeah, in this cutscene, I'm skipping. We are encountering Lily once again. She's made another outfit change. She has declared herself to be Sexy Dynamite, and she's got a giant robot to back her up. I think this is the second time in this marathon, at least, we've seen the conjunction of the Old West fashion and robots. The previous one being in that mini golf game.
Fun fact, this robot's name is Gato, and he has metal joints. Unfortunately, if you beat him up, you don't earn 15 silver points.
Oh, I got really excited for a second.
But you do get to watch Lily do very fun cowgirl dancing. Yes, Gato is a cute girl.
Even the robot's got cat ears.
It's true. It's a Gato Roboto.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of exciting things, we do have another donation.
Oh, hey.
We've got one from Hermit2121, $5. Says, I choose Tinker Knight for the Shovel Knight Showdown bid war. He is great engineer. He is a good engineer.
Yeah, I bet he could build a robot like this, no problem.
Would it be worth 15 silver points, though? That's the real question.
I mean, I think that you would have to ask Tinker. But I would hope so. Uh-oh.
Yeah, breaking up a big gun. Not planning to fire it anytime soon. Pew!
That finger gun is the real big gun.
Uh-huh.
Shot me straight through the heart.
But you're too late. You give love a bad name.
One thing I'm a little bit sad about is that the robot doesn't dance quite as much as... Well, never mind. I take it back. There we go. Robot dancing. Robot spin.
Now it's time for the breakdown.
Robot girl is tired. Rest, robot girl. Rumble, 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 rumble. I really like the sound effect blocks in the cutscenes, even though we don't get to see them for very long.
Uh-huh. Weird part about this next section of the game is I've actually got to play it mostly as intended. There's no loading zone we can conveniently glitch into to get to the next dungeon. We've actually got to advance the plot.
How terrible. Does that mean that we have to go inside to go outside again?
I think we have... I forget if it's going to leave me in that state. It's really... I'm never quite clear on all the effects of each door glitch. It is going to leave me in the state where I need to respawn to get... where I need to die and respawn to get where I'm supposed to be. But I've got an amazing new ability, which is the ability to go fast. New.
And you've got a dash meter.
Huh?
The dash meter, contrary to what you might expect, is not a stamina gauge. It tells you how dashing you are. That's not actually true, by the way. It is, in fact, a stamina meter.
It's absolutely a stamina gauge. And we can conserve stamina by dashing and jumping and keeping all the momentum in midair so I don't have to keep holding the dash.
One of my favorite stamina preservation techniques. It works in a lot of games with stamina gauges.
Oh. Now, going fast here didn't actually matter because you still gotta wait for Giraffe.
But it was very cute. She's just like skipping along merrily at light speed.
Hey, Hilfred supposedly sent us into that dungeon to retrieve a gem for him, and Annika doesn't think she has. Yeah, but I do have to go inside and then go inside again. Annika doesn't think she found it, but Hilfred's pretty excited. Squawktacular.
Squawktacular. Hilfred is adorable.
Yep. Turns out the gem he wanted was Annika's entire pendant, which we've, just spent 38 minutes powering up, but, conveniently, Annika keeps all of her powers anyway. Even though pendant's becoming part of an art installation.
Giraffe said it was okay, so it's gotta be okay, right? He knows everything.
And supposedly, talking to Giraffe, he can open these dungeon doors for us. We haven't really needed him for that, but he says he can't go into the dungeons himself, and that's why he needs to send Annika in to get things. We've confronted him about this a little bit in this scene in the rabbit house, I think, because he says only Felicans can go in, and that's, this species of cat fox people in this world, and Annika's like, but wait, aren't you a Felican? And he's like, it's complicated, and changes the subject. Anyway.
Is in fact complicated. I thought he was more of a wolf boy.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to encompass at least cat girls and wolf boys. Oh wait, I need to take a picture. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Okay. Okay, now we've got the red key. That's right. The red key is necessary to go higher on this mountain. And we want to go pretty far up the hill to find Astronomy Dad.
Astronomy Dad, Astronomy Dad. Astronomy Dad hates Triangle Man.
Here's Astronomy Dad. He's rather short. He studies the stars all night. And there's another part where the day-night cycle matters. You can't come visit him during the day. But, oops. Oh, okay, yeah. We just need to meet him, and then need to go meet someone else who is Lighthouse Mom.
Lighthouse Mom. What are the odds that the same world would contain both a Lighthouse Mom and an Astronomy Dad?
Uh-huh.
We did have a question from the audience asking if Lily's dance was motion captured.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know how they got... Presumably? Because it's very smooth choreography. Okay. So we've got to play matchmaker between Lighthouse Mom and Astronomy Dad. So that was Mary. She's, tending the lighthouse, but she's too shy to go meet her only neighbor, who she thinks is cute.
And that's how I feel about my cute neighbors, so...
Uh-huh. So she's sending Annika to go find out his name. But first he's got to tell us about stars.
I wouldn't mind hearing about stars.
Okay. Now we've got his name. So, something I have encountered in glitching through this game. So, as you're going out that door, there's, like, it looks different than usual. Like, instead of seeing just the outside, you're seeing this, like, painted, abstract version of the outside. I've been on the other side of that door when it thinks I'm inside, and there's just, like, a curved surface in front of the door with that painted appearance on it.
It's the firmament.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Oh, right. I lost track of what I'm doing. Okay. So Mary's going to knit Thomas a scarf. It's going to take a bit, so we're just going to sleep in her house until then.
He stayed up all night working on it. Several nights in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably, because every time we wake up in her bed, she's not there.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we'll give the scarf to him together. Right, together. I will be there for you every step of the way. Alright, let's go. Anyway, bye, Mary.
Oh no, an escort mission. Wait.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna disregard Mary for a bit while I... she walks a little slowly anyway, so I've got time to go get other stuff I need.
The blatant abuse of recovery points in this trip.
Yep. Yeah, the recovery on the respawn on the world map, or in the overworld, was added in an update to the game. And I think they had to add it because there are places you can just get soft locked in the geometry of the overworld. But that's what makes like all the glitches possible. So it's really great that it was added.
It is a pretty nice feature in general. Like, I like it when games include that as well. But the fact that it also enables all of these shenanigans is amazing.
Well, we're collecting things. Do we have a moment for another donation?
We do.
All right, well, we have a $100 donation from
Wow.
Ariel, who just says, dress goes spinny.
Thank you, Zahariel.
Thank you very much. And yes, dress does go spinny.
You know, see, Mary, we were with you the whole way. So we drag Mary in.
And she gives something to Astronomy Dad.
Aww.
And then she gives something to us.
Yep.
The Jewish key.
All right. So now we are done encouraging them, and I get to go on with things.
Somewhat surprisingly, the Jewish key does not unlock a Jewish door. It unlocks a green door.
Uh-huh.
That, I deserved that.
All right. So I get a lamp. This is very important because the next thing we need to do is going to be dark. And I am very happy that it's going to require... oh, wait, hold on. Gotta keep track of what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay, so... What's up, Mary? Make a dancer's outfit. Well, she needs all kinds of things to make a dancer's outfit, but there are things that I've got with me already. So we found a picture of the design to inspire the outfit and found some cloth to make it out of. That's what I went and got last night. So now I'm just going to sleep in Mary's house again for 4 days. It's a very restful game sometimes.
This is so relaxing. I might take it up too.
Uh-huh.
Was my yawn convincing?
Yeah, so turns out that Thomas and Mary represent Annika's parents. And there's a reason they look so young in this game. Which is that this isn't actually like Annika's world that she came up with. This is a dream that Grandma Lisa is having about Annika and her parents. But anyway, we've got a dancer's outfit now, and now I gotta learn how to dance. So just abuse some recovery again.
Kind of looks like a wedding dress.
Mm-hmm.
Annika, you're a little bit young to be getting married.
Yep. Yep, I'm not gonna end up married to anyone. But we need to learn to dance, and you learn to dance in the dance dojo, and it's a very exclusive place. You gotta go behind the secret waterfall and through the dark maze to get there.
The dark maze, as you might suspect, is the place that we need the lantern for. And the game actually requires you to have the lantern to progress through the to the dance dojo, which is great because if it didn't require that, it would absolutely become a thing to do it in the dark, which would be awful.
Yep. It's a very merciful for speedrunning decision. Oh, I got confused.
Yeah, so funny thing about the lantern, you can't jump while you're holding the lantern. It is apparently an extraordinarily heavy source of light.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, Elia does have to be a little bit more careful than she otherwise might be. And it's also pretty important to not accidentally dead end yourself into a pit.
Yep. And the big problem with not being able to jump is I can't do that jump dash thing, so I can't conserve my dash as well.
It's a light item, but it's not a light item. Well, you know, it's full of heavy light. That the outfit is super adorable.
Yep. You'd think I should change back into a more sensible outfit for adventuring at some point, but there's really just not time for that.
You have to arrive at the dance dojo in your dance outfit. If you show up in something else, then they kick you out.
Probably, yeah.
It's worth noting
Anyway.
that Annika's character profile still uses the dress, and so does this cutscene.
Yeah, it seems not entirely clear on what outfit we were supposed to be wearing here. Something I like to note is that there are two voice actors credited in the game. One is Annika, who is strangely credited just as Annika, and the other is the ghost dancer for making these woo wee woo woo noises, and she's the only one credited by name.
Perhaps the voice actress for Annika is somebody who has a mononym.
I guess. Perhaps Annika is real.
A real cat girl?
Jazz hands.
Remember that dance.
Yep.
You're gonna see it again shortly. And you will be tested. Splash into water, reload recovery point on grass.
Anyway, with that brief bit of dance instruction, Annika is now a dance master. Just gotta watch the sky. The astronomer told us the yellow star shows up between 1 and 2 a.m., and we don't have a watch, but we can, look for the yellow star.
When that happens, you'll press A to dance. Surprisingly, dancing is not a rhythm game.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready to see that wonderful dance again? Wait a second.
Yeah, she's suddenly a lot better at dancing.
This isn't even the dance she was taught.
Yeah, this is some high-level ballet right here.
This is a longish cutscene, so there's probably time for more donations or blurbs if you have them.
Huh?
Absolutely. I honestly was just caught up in looking at her beautiful dancing. Yeah, this would be a great opportunity just to remind everybody that Take This helps people in the gaming community suffering from mental illness by letting them know that they're not alone in their struggles and there are treatment options out there to help. They provide education on mental illness so friends, family members, and coworkers can be better allies to those who are suffering, and we appreciate each and every one of your donations to them.
Okay, so we have done the dance under the light of the yellow star, and as a result, everything has exploded. That's what we wanted, right? And now something terrible has happened. Because Annika has lost her cat ears, and she is no longer a cat girl for the moment. She is a cat and a girl.
Yes, so say hello to Nyanika.
Yep. So this dungeon's kind of an escort thing where we just kind of stand near the cat, and when we do that, it complains at us a little bit and goes on to the next section. And the cat is the one that can shatter these electrified things. And yeah, not knowing the name of the cat, I refer to the cat as Nyanika.
It's just an amazing name. I just wanted to say it out loud. Nyanika. Nyan. This dungeon, because it has lots of floating islands, has some checkpoint abuse for the puzzles that allows you to fall and skip some of the gates. But some of that checkpoint abuse can be rather finicky, and so some of the skips just aren't really worth it to go for.
Yeah. This has been the trickiest dungeon to learn. Just knowing like what angle you need to jump off things at to abuse the checkpoint, and we're about to see the first checkpoint abuse. We're also about to see a ice sculpture of Giraffe. Hi, Giraffe. Anyway. So I'm just running ahead.
Anyway.
Without Annika. Whoa! Wait! Ah, I tripped. Dang. Whoops.
So that was not the checkpoint abuse, but...
Okay, so I get on the third step from the top, line it up with the birch tree in the distance, and jump and hold left. And that worked. I'm at the next section. A problem with the next skip that I have to do is that when it succeeds, the place where I spawn looks almost exactly like the place I spawn if I fail. And also, I'm really not sure what the difference is in like motion between succeeding and failing, except that as long as I do it confidently enough and fast enough, I succeed. So let's try to be confident.
Believe in yourself. You are a girl boss.
So did I get it? I don't know. I got it.
Yep, we're at the pendulums.
Maybe I'll go for the next one. I've been getting this one recently. This is a tricky one, and if I fail it, I have to redo this whole pendulum section. But I think it's worth trying once. Let's get some speedrun advice from Lily. It's not very good speedrun advice.
No, the best thing that you can do in speedrunning is rush ahead. So we were waiting there for the cat to hit a switch.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta wait for that part, but I don't have to wait as long as I can do this part correctly. The double hop is a little unsettling and makes me feel like I didn't get it. Yeah, no, okay. 3D geometry is hard. I'm gonna do this section as intended.
Yeah, geometry's terrible. We should outlaw it. It's a good thing that the pressure switches in this dungeon are attuned to the appropriate weight for a cat.
Yep. It's very important for dungeons to be cat accessible.
It's true.
I'm just hitting the switch early because it gives me it gives me the visual cue to line up of what I need to hit for Annika.
A nice thing about waiting for the cat is that you get to watch the little cat marker in the distance, which is very cute.
Right. I wish we could pet Nyannika. Maybe that's what we're doing when we stand next to Nyannika. Oh, hey, sorry. Got in your way. Alright, got an ice sculpture of Lily. If you look at it too closely, it shatters. And one more skip as I just bonk into the back of the boat here. Now, I think it's really great when speedruns have an intermission in them, so you can, get up, stretch your legs, get yourself some water. And in this next part, that is exactly what I'm going to do, because we got to sail this boat across the void for a bit. It's a bit of an auto-scroller. It's very atmospheric. I'll see you in a moment.
Bunking into the boat and falling was designed to get Nyannika over to where we need to be a little bit faster. It does not, unfortunately, let us skip this fairly long boat ride. So, in the meantime, please just enjoy shapes.
Hi,
and
what I
colors.
miss?
Oh, I was just telling people about the boat bonk and shapes and colors.
Yeah, so this area is very metaphorical. Like, this area is Lisa's loneliness, because Grandma Lisa is living alone. Her husband disappeared in a ferry accident and hasn't been found, and she kind of like blames him for not coming home. But we're sailing through Lisa's loneliness right now. Oh, by the way, plot twist, her husband is Giraffe. That's Annika's nickname for her grandfather. So we've got this world kind of made of, memories of Annika and her parents and Giraffe. And anyway, Lisa's kind of not dealing with things well, and we've got to go confront her.
Yeah. And when your grandma is not dealing with things well, there's really only one thing that you can do.
Dance battle?
Dance battle.
It's a very pretty dance battle, and the music is styled as a piano duet.
We are definitely going to win this dance battle, though, because as anyone who has watched Bluey knows, grannies can't floss.
What?
This is a very niche reference. Only the people with kids and Disney Plus will understand. And only if they actually watch Bluey.
Yeah, so the other plot twist is that Lily is Lisa. Lily is kind of Lisa's idealized dream version of herself, which is why she's so hot. And so we are confronting her in her Lily form.
This song is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I can say is, though, not like related to this, is that I really hope that my grandmother never refers to herself as sexy dynamite to me. Just like I think it's great to self actualize, but
Also, who needs furniture when you can have octahedrons?
true. They had a little length in the middle, they'd be Final Fantasy crystals. And then you could use them to get a whale spaceship to the moon.
Sounds fun.
So, a thing of note is that kind of up until this point, goods have been pretty sufficient. Grades are better, but even when Elia is taking damage during these fights, she's not taking that much damage. Like a miss even is just not catastrophic.
Yep.
This is the last time that will be true.
Yep. Yeah, the last battle is pretty punishing, and it takes away a little bit of your health if you get a good even. You need to get greats. And it takes away a lot of your health if you miss.
Yeah. Oh, something that's also probably worth mentioning as we're coming up to the end of this battle is over the course of the game, we were supposed to be gathering stamps.
Yeah, oh, so yeah, we're supposed to go find these hidden treasure chests that contain Meowster pieces, which are cute drawings of cats. And you go turn them in at the art gallery, and you get cat stamps, and you need 20 cat stamps to get a tram ticket. And the tram ticket is what gets you to the final dungeon. I haven't been doing any of that because, of course, I'm going to glitch into the final dungeon. Also, I'm noticing that, like, my time is good so far. I'm going to let this cutscene play. It's a good cutscene if we see one of them. Get to see the whole manga style of this game. Whoop. Whoop.
He's headed to Triangle Mountain.
Over there, it looks like a triangle. You might not have noticed it. Anyway, Giraffe is done claiming that he can't go past Pelican barriers. Mostly he just didn't want to confront Lisa. But now Annika has emboldened him to do it.
Crackle, crackle.
And what we're seeing here is actually bits from the dungeon that Annika's about to do.
Are there mountains that don't look like triangles?
Sometimes they're not very good triangles.
True.
Anyway, Lisa is surprisingly not that happy to see Giraffe. She's mostly just blaming him for things. Okay, so got one more door glitch to do. And this next part can also be done without a door glitch, but it's a lot less forgiving. You've got to in like the actual intended world where there's collision planes and stuff, you've got to jump around some invisible walls that they put up to stop you from doing what I'm going to be doing. Because I needed to get on the tram, and I don't have the tram ticket, so the trick is to get hit by the tram. But I need to get the door glitch. Oh no! There we go. Momentum. Momentum helps.
Momentum. A whimsical tune after a serious cutscene? Yeah, of course. Also, whimsical dash skipping.
Mm-hmm.
Skip, skip,
So, because we're in the indoor state, time is currently stopped. And that's going to be a bit of a problem for getting on the tram because the thing about the tram is it runs once a day at 3 p.m. So we need to get time started again, and we do that by going indoors again. And we can go indoors in Mary's house, which is a little bit missing right now, but the loading zone is still there. And also indoors is kind of outdoors, like the whole thing before. And that puts us back in the overworld, and it's still in a little bit of a glitch state, because somehow it doesn't load the collision planes quite right, as you'll notice in just a moment.
These boulders are fake.
Uh-huh. So I was supposed to get on another minecart with Mr. O'Hare and shoot down these boulders, but this is easier.
They're paper mache anyway.
And now I can just, run past the conductor and get into the tram station. And I need the tram to hit me while my feet are, like, against something, which is right here. I just need to make sure that I don't, like, accidentally slip down to the ground.
We do have to wait for the tram to come.
Yep. Which is going to be sooner than you expect. It's going to be here. Right there. It wasn't where it didn't know it was supposed to be there yet, but it still moves at 3 p.m.
Yeah, and it's also made of paper mache on the outside, so you just right into it when it hits you.
Yep.
And now the tram can take us to Triangle Mountain.
Yep. And everyone is like, if you talk to the characters, they tell you about how dangerous Triangle Mountain is and how people don't come back from there, and yet they still have like public transit to it.
It's a tourist trap. It's
Alright, so welcome to Triangle Mountain. There are actually a lot of ways to die here.
yeah, we joke, but they weren't kidding about the danger. This dungeon is rough. In addition to ghosts that throw water balloons, there are too many boulders again, and also tornado ghosts.
Yep. Okay. Oh no, what am I doing? This is bad. This is bad. Rock, go away. Thank you. Thank you for going away. I needed to be up a little farther, and I got kind of cornered by that rock.
That was surprisingly successful.
Yeah, so now you gotta deal with these tornado ghosts. Oh, I'm out of dash. That's already bad. So in the any percent run of the game, you do the first dungeon to get the jump ability, and then you go directly to Triangle Mountain. And you don't have the dash ability or anything. And the thing, I haven't attempted it, but the thing that sounds like absolutely terrible about it is getting past the tornado ghosts without even being able to dash.
Yeah, is a whole thing.
Oh gosh, I forgot about those rocks.
Bonk rocks.
I have a split note on my screen that says "dodge the rocks," but that doesn't mean I'm like reading the split note when I need to dodge the rocks. Well. Yeah, a lot of checkpoints. Not enough checkpoints, but a lot of checkpoints.
Sometimes even being very generous with checkpoints is not generous enough.
Well, I was just going to say that, you know, the game's so cute that you're just wanting us to stay with it as long as possible, right? And get some more donations then.
Uh-huh. So let's let this death rock roll away. Come on. Okay, you can leave. Thank you.
Speaking of which, do you have more donations?
I don't currently, but if we get some more donations in before the end of this, I am willing to go Google cat facts for you.
Nice.
Speaking of cats, we have the Hello Kitty Racer game coming up after this, and we do have an incentive to choose the character. So if you would like to choose a character for Hello Kitty Cruisers, Hello Kitty is currently winning, but you could make the difference.
Is Maru in that game?
I'm not sure. The character choices that we have are Cinema Roll, Purin, My Melody, Kuromi, and Hello Kitty.
Oh, okay. Never
Oh,
mind.
hey, Mr. O'Hare isn't here. How are we gonna shoot things from a minecart? Turns out that the save point is also armed and wants to get on the minecart with us. Hi, Mrs. Save.
Who doesn't want to ride a minecart with a save point that has a gun?
Annika's saying that she's not so sure about this, but you know, I think animate save points are just as qualified to operate firearms as rabbits are.
I mean, I tend to agree with you, but I'm not any less concerned. The ghosts
All right.
wasn't trying to make toast.
Yep, I have busted some ghosts.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. There are an awful lot of water balloon ghosts in this game.
Mm.
I do have to say that, like, the boulders in this level in particular really do, like, start to feel kind of excessive.
Uh-huh. You know, I would say that, you know, I used to have to stop and wait for, like, the rocks to completely disappear, but now I would say I've gotten bolder.
Oh, it hurts.
Oh, that's when you get hit by it.
Womp womp.
Yep. Yeah, things that are surprisingly powered by physics in this game include the boulders and Annika's tail. Like, even in cutscenes, her tail is like rendered with physics and sometimes ends up in different places or like clipping through her clothes or something.
It's fun to watch during the dance cutscene where her tail ends up. All right.
We saw this place. Hi, Lisa.
Now it's time to beat up Granny
Uh-huh. Like you do.
with dance.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Just to be clear.
yeah. Yeah, it's an emotional reconciliation. Oh yeah, also, Lisa took away Annika's staff, but Giraffe's got a backup here.
The end is only the beginning. So if you watch Elia's life meter, you'll see that she's taken a little bit of damage, and that's from the goods. The grates still restore health, which is useful. But that was why earlier in the game she was worried about finding her rhythm. Is specifically for this last battle. You want more grates than goods. Once again, the like visuals on those damaging things, the dodge particles, has changed, but
Yeah, if they hit you, they freeze you in place, making you miss more things.
And so Granny separates us out into cat and girl again.
But we will not be stopped.
The cat pretty much just gets to hang out and not be affected by the lightning at all. Because cats are great. Does something meaningful and plot related happen if Annika loses? Like Lisa takes some of her youth since representational childhood and possibility?
I would love to talk, but triplets are happening. Oh, heck. Oh. Alright. Oh, it just walked into the fire after after it passed. But there we go. Everything, I did it.
Remind us when time is.
Yeah, so this game, it's a Japanese speedrun, and so the board was set up with JRTA timing. And that means that time is actually at the end of the credits, which I think seems weird to a lot of us, but that's pretty typical, I think, for Japanese games. So I hope that you're all willing to hang out through the credits. We got some nice credits music, but right now what we've got is an escape sequence because we have defeated Lisa in her own dream, and that means that now the world is collapsing.
The load-bearing dreamer strikes again.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I've just gotta say, you made that last boss fight look easy, though.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was very smooth.
Yeah. And I really love all the triplets and stuff in the rhythm. Nope, cat, get in. Now I'm wondering if the tram door can, like, accidentally shut on the cat, which would, like, soft lock or something. I hope not. If we look down from here, we'll see that we can see like a sign on the ground pointing to one of the well, there we go, to one of the Meowster pieces that I didn't need to collect any of.
Needing a ticket to ride public transit is nonsense anyway.
It's definitely not a speed strat. Let's talk to our burb friend.
Jumping the turnstile is practice. Speedrunning practice, obviously.
So now all I've got to do is head towards the light.
Don't go into the light, Annika. Wait, no. Do go into the light, Annika.
Huh. I have no idea if these ineffective little hops I'm doing make me move any faster.
They look funny, though.
Uh-huh. Just take a look at the island melting away below. Skip one last cutscene. We wake up in the real world. Annika, Nyanika, and Lisa are waking up from a nap together. And Lisa says that she's feeling less lonely and she can hold on a little longer. And wait for Giraffe to maybe come back someday. But yeah, we just get to enjoy these credits. Some more lovingly drawn panels here.
Oh, I don't think that we mentioned this, but the cat that is part of Annika in the dream, Nyanika, is actually Lisa's cat.
Yep.
That is also caught up in the dream with
Yep.
Annika.
Yep. Yep. And like Lisa's like, oh yeah, I had the funniest dream. Like, you were running around in the kind of dress that I used to wear. Also something about cats. And it's also like the dream world is like in the stories that that Lisa and Giraffe used to tell to Annika. It's very cute and poignant. So yeah, it's just a lovely, chill speedrun. It's got some neat tricks in it, and it's got like 7 people or so on the speedrun.com board, and I would find it exciting if other people wanted to try it.
Do it. It's so cute. You know you want to. Ooh.
What did we just see? Oh yeah, also Annika's got that, she's got the pendant from the dream, indicating that some part of it was maybe real. And when she looks through it, she sees a vague form of giraffe. Now we have this rock and clarinet solo.
At Jam.
There we go. Starring Annika as Annika.
Ghost dancer Tomo Mizukoshi.
Shoutouts to Lily Costume Design. And there we go. Motion capture. Yep, that's how they did the dancing. The choreographer is also the voice of the ghost dancer. I love it.
Oh, they also like list all of the artists for the Meowster pieces.
Uh-huh.
I didn't notice that before. That's great.
Excellent localization by James R. Mountain. Triangle Mountain's named after him.
The R stands for triangle. Atelier Mimina.
Right, and time is when the in-game time appears on screen. There we go.
Time. GG.
Thank you. Thank you for being here on commentary.
Thank you for inviting me.
Uh-huh. All right.
I love watching you play this game. Honestly.
I'm glad. Yeah. All right. So my understanding is that the kitty block is not over, and I hear there's Hello Kitty Racing up next.
That is very true. I mean, after all, we couldn't end the kitty block with just one amazing game about a cat, right?
Hmm?
We've got Hello Kitty Cruisers coming up next. It's going to be an awesome time. And just a quick reminder, there is still just a teeny bit of time if you would like to donate and choose the character that we will be using for Hello Kitty Cruisers. That incentive will be closing once we start the run. It's between 5 different characters. Hello Kitty is currently in the lead, followed by Cinnamoroll.
All right. But that's going to be all for me, and thank you for having me here. And yeah. Thank you, Spoonee, for hosting, and good luck with the rest of the marathon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing this wonderful game with us.
All right. Have a good night.